memorable studio moment would be working with Michael Jackson. He flew myself, will.i.am, and a couple other people out to the middle of nowhere in Ireland to work with him, and he stayed at this it was like kind of like a little castle, on the hillside. Had a studio in it. We arrived, he had us stand at this wellness retreat. So it was in the middle of nowhere, no TV, no internet, no nothing. And that was our hotel room for like 2 months. So I was just like, you know what? Nah, I'm not doing this. So me and another friend of mine, we actually lived at the studio, so we didn't have to go back to the hotel. So we get to the studio, this castle, really nice, cool place, horse stables, grass, the whole nine. Get in the studio, and then Michael Jackson walks in. It's just like, on the inside, I'm like, oh my God, it's Michael Jackson! Ah! On the outside, I'm like, oh, how you doing, Mike? Nice to meet you. So we worked in the studio. It was just amazing. He was a really nice person. He definitely is a perfectionist when it came to his craft. I mean, we would literally spend like 15, 20 minutes just working on drum sounds, EQing different things, just making sure the beat feels right. He really just gave us some insight on some of the things that he's done and his tours. And, we made him chuckle a couple times. We're like, man, we know you, Michael Jackson, man. I know you was getting plenty of ass on the road. He'd be like, you know what I'm saying? He would laugh. He wouldn't really, tell us the whole truth. But, it was really cool to be able to just, first of all, be in the room with Michael Jackson. Unfortunately, the songs that we did never got released because he passed. Will, being who he is, out of respect to him, he didn't want to do that. Because, around that time, a lot of people were trying to cash in, he passed away, so let's release music, let's do it. So I respect Will's decision not to do that, but it was a really cool experience to meet, your childhood, hero. I finally got a chance to hear him sing live, and that was just, amazing. It's like everything you imagine that he would sound like or he would do is absolutely true. I got a chance to see that in the flesh. So like I said, he was a really cool guy. Had the Nation of Islam people, his bodyguards. That was pretty cool to see them all walk in. One of the things that I picked up from Mike that I incorporated into my production is just his attention to detail. He is very detailed on sonics. And what I mean by that, how things sound coming out of the speakers, because the sonics translate into feeling. And Michael Jackson's a dancer, so he has to have rhythm all the time, and certain things have to pop out in the mix to give him the feel that he's looking for to help him sing and to move. So I think my attention to detail, since that experience has really helped me a lot in my production. He didn't really give me words of wisdom because I was mostly just soaking the experience in. But I just think it was more so of just the experience was wisdom. Just having a career like that, longevity, I mean, he was working since he was like 5 years old. And he was the most entertaining singer of our time, probably in history. But I did see in the flesh how he picked up a lot of things from James Brown too. Just his perfectionism, attention to detail. James Brown is the exact same way, because we worked with him as well in the studio on Monkey Business. We did a song with James Brown. So he was very particular, certain parts to be played, certain things to sound a certain way. I can see how Mike picked up a lot of that and incorporated into his production and dancing and everything that he does as well.
Imagine, you come into your door, somebody's ringing your bell and you open it and it's Jam Master Jay.
For one split second, all I thought about was, what are we gonna eat for lunch? What does Michael Jackson eat?
These white boys that get bussed in from Stillmore or wherever, they don't know. All they know is what they see on TV and what they've heard. So when they hop out the car, they're scared than a motherfucker anyway.
I just want to continue to make music. Man, no one's ever gonna get that. The whole thing for me is just continue to make music. Get up, shake it off, and just make music about it. And break down crying when the song hits you a couple weeks from now.